What is up, guys? It's Tom here and welcome to the top 20 best teams to use on FIFA 17 career mode. FIFA 17 is just around the corner, so let me know which will be the first team that you guys will use on FIFA 17 on career mode. If you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe because I will upload daily career mode videos on FIFA 17, and also I will upload the journey almost every day, and also I will do ultimate team videos, sometimes pro clubs, tournaments with my friends, real life football. So I will offer all kinds of awesome content for you guys throughout FIFA 17. I'm so excited, and I made the transfers for this next season for all the 20 teams. You guys will be the most informed on which team to pick for your first FIFA 17 career mode team if you watch this video. So if you want to see a second part of this video where I show you the best road to glory career mode teams to pick on FIFA 17, just leave a like on this video. And the first team that we are taking a look at is Liverpool FC, my favorite team, and I think it's a great choice to start a FIFA 17 career mode bid because they will have a £65.8 million in the transfer budget. In the first season you need to qualify for the Champions League, and in the second season you need to reach the final. And Liverpool have a pretty awesome starting team. You have some really awesome talented players like Emre Can, Sadio Mane, Wijnaldum, Matip, Karius, you have Origi, you have the likes of Moreno who can still grow, Thiago Ilori, Dennings is also a young player. The main attraction with Liverpool FC is there is a big room for improvement, especially in centre midfield, especially in the left back and the right back spot. You could also improve the goalkeeper, and you will have £65 million to spend. And with 65 million in the bank, you will be able to set up the best youth scouts and the best youth academy possible, and then in 2 or 3 seasons you could develop some awesome young players. More than half of the starting 11 are young players with big potential, so that's the big attraction of choosing Liverpool FC on your FIFA 17 career mode journey. The Premier League is the most popular league in the world, so I'm taking a look at the Premier League teams, the best teams to use on career mode on FIFA 17, and the next one is Manchester United, and Manchester United have a whopping £122 million transfer budget, and that's on top of the amazing 170 million that they already spent. If you choose Manchester United, it's a very good mixture of having an already world-class team and also a huge transfer budget, £122 million, and also some very talented young players. Anthony Martial, Paul Pogba, Eric Bailly, Luke Shaw, and even Chris Smalling are very good young talented players. Then you have Memphis Depay, Januzaj, Rojo, and of course the big talent Marcus Rashford, who will be a 76 rated awesome youngster on FIFA 17 career mode. And you have the likes of Forfeit, Jackson, Varela, and other Fosu Mensah and other young players, Jesse Lingard as well. The next team on the list is Manchester City. They already have a stacked world-class team with the likes of De Bruyne, John Stones, Raheem Sterling, all very good young players. Iheanacho could turn out to be one of the best youngsters, and also they have the likes of Leroy Sané, Nolito, and Juan Jesus, the new signing from Brazil, who will come in I think in the January transfer window for Man City. And they have some awesome players on the bench and even in the reserves, the likes of Yaya Toure. Of course they have the new signing Claudio Bravo as their first choice goalkeeper. So at Man City you could just buy the best players in the world and build a world 11, or you could focus on developing the likes of Iheanacho, Juan Jesus, Leroy Sané, Raheem Sterling, Kevin De Bruyne, and build a team around them. So at Man City you also have a lot of options to develop the team, so they are also a very fun team to use on career mode. The next team on my list is West Ham United, the surprise pick. They are moving to the fabulous new Olympic Stadium, which will be fully licensed on FIFA 17 career mode. Their transfer budget is actually £63.7 million. They have a medium youth development board expectations, and as you can see they made some really awesome new transfers. Simone Zaza, Andre Ayew, Feghouli, Havard Nordtveit from Mönchengladbach, and then Arbeloa, Gökhan, and as you can see, especially in the reserves, they have an abundance of awesome young talented players, and Jenkinson, Fernandez, and as you can see there are a lot of awesome young talented players, Obiang as well. And with the transfer budget that you have, and with the board expectations, you have time to build this West Ham team. You have 2 or 3 seasons until the board really wants you to maybe win the Premier League title or something like that. And you have awesome players to build the team around. Antonio is another really awesome talented player. So, and the next team is actually a team from the Championship, Newcastle United. They will be in the Championship on FIFA 17 because sadly they got relegated. I don't really know their transfer budget because the Championship transfer budgets haven't been leaked yet on FIFA 17, but I'm guessing that they will have the highest transfer budget on FIFA 17, and this is kind of a road to glory team, but not really, because Newcastle are a pretty big club with an awesome like 52,000 seater stadium, the St James's Park. So you will have your own stadium, St James's Park, and you have again awesome young players, the likes of Mitrovic, Matt Ritchie, Atsu. So you will have a lot of games to play in the Championship. You have time to develop these players, and I'm guessing that the board wants you to get promoted. And in the Premier League, in the first season, you will not be asked to get into the top 4 straight. So you have time to develop these young players, and also with the transfer budget, which must be pretty decent for Newcastle. It should be like 20-25 million. You will be able to sign some awesome players, but also you can rely on these players to develop them. It's a great challenge, I believe. I absolutely love challenges like this. I might consider my Road to Glory team in the second half of FIFA 17 season to be Newcastle United, because to come up from the Championship and to bring Newcastle back into the Champions League and potentially going far in the Champions League, maybe winning the Premier League title, would be an awesome journey with Newcastle on FIFA 17 Career Mode. And the next team in my list of the best teams to use on FIFA 17 Career Mode is none other than Real Madrid, arguably one of the best clubs in the world and biggest clubs in the world, and they will have a transfer budget of $99 million, but youth development is also will be high, so instantly you will be required to develop youth players and play them in the first season. So I think that will be a really good challenge to mix with achieving the La Liga title and the Champions League title, and you will be under pressure straight away. And as you can see, Real Madrid's team is already an absolute world-class team as it is, but they also brought in Morata, so you will have a new signing who can develop into a world-class striker. He's only 22 years old, so he's one of the young players in the squad, and Varane is also just 22 years old, so he will be also able to develop. And you have the likes of Casemiro, Isco, Kovacic, Vasquez as well. But as you can see, Real Madrid don't have a lot of strength in depth, so one of your tasks will be to sign backups to maybe the fullbacks, to the centre backs. And what I noticed when I played with Real Madrid on FIFA 16 Career Mode, that I actually needed to make quite a few transfers to have replacement in case Ronaldo or Bale or Benzema gets injured, because yeah, you have Morata, but you don't have another really good fast winger in the whole squad. With the high expectations in the youth development department, you will be instantly put under pressure to promote youth players and put them into the first team. So the next team in the list of the best teams to use, of course, has to be FC Barcelona, who are an amazing team. They also will have close to 100 million pounds in the transfer budget, and again, if you love winning trophies, if you love playing with a world-class team, playing with world-class players, then Barcelona is the team for you. And the issue with Barcelona is they don't have great strength in depth. They have some really good new transfers like Alcacer, Umtiti, and others, Lucas Digne for example as well, and Denis Suarez, who used to play for Barcelona. And you have Christian Tayok and Montoya. Those players are coming back from their loan spells, but you have quite a lot of young players. Denis Suarez is 21, who you can develop at Barcelona while you are trying to challenge for all the trophies. So again, Barcelona would be a really fun team to use on FIFA 17 career mode. I think Villarreal is the pick, is the team that you should select if you want to go with the smaller sides, because they will also have a decent transfer budget, something like 40, maybe 50 million pounds. But they already have some really good young players in their squad. Bakambu is only 22 years old. They have Cheryshev. They have some really good new transfers, like Pato could play instead of Soldado, and Pato is 26. He's not very old. And as you can see, they have a lot of really talented young players in the reserves who could develop awesome. And with Villarreal, you won't be expected to win the Spanish title straight away, but with the decent transfer budget and with these young players, it would be a really fun and challenging career mode to challenge the likes of Barcelona, Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid to that La Liga trophy. And in the first season, if you make the Champions League, I'm sure the board expectations will be to make the Champions League in the first season. Then you will have even more money coming in. Villarreal already have a really decent, on average 80 rated squad, 80 rated starting 11. In my opinion, one of the most fun career modes to do is a Bundesliga career mode, because the Bundesliga will be again fully licensed, and Borussia Dortmund are one of the fun teams to use on FIFA 17 career mode, because even though they sold some big players like Gundogan, but they also kept some of the big hitters. Aubameyang was kept, Marco Reus was kept, and they signed some awesome players like Andre Schürrle, and also they have Mario Götze back into the sides as well, and they have Weigl, who is a very young talented German center midfielder. They have Bender, and as you can see, they have some really awesome talented players. They have Durm, they have Ginter as the right back, who is just 21 years old, and they have Röde, who is just 24 years old. So pick of the bunch is Ousmane Dembele, who is just 18 years old. Also you have another new signing, Rafael Guerreiro, who won the Euros with Portugal. He comes in at left back, but he can play as a left midfielder as well. And Marc Bartra, also another new signing from Barcelona. He's only 24. But with the transfer budget and with these young players, you can really push and really challenge Bayern Munich straight away for the Bundesliga title, and also in the Champions League you can try to get to the semi-final or the final. Bayern Munich, you just can't go wrong with them if you pick them on FIFA 17 career mode. They already have a world-class team, but they also have some really awesome young players, and you will have an awesome transfer budget, something like 70, maybe 80 million pounds to spend on new players. So if you love playing with world-class players, if you love challenging for trophies and titles, challenging for the Champions League straight away, for the Bundesliga, then Bayern Munich is the team for you. And they have some really awesome young players like Kingsley Coman, who is only 19 years old. They have Thiago, who is only 24. Alaba is only 23 years old, and of course the big new signing, Renato Sanchez, only 18. He will have game face, of course, on FIFA 17. And of course you can always just develop young players as well on the side while you are winning trophies, and maybe set up an awesome youth academy. And I thought I would pick a smaller side to challenge the big two. If you are into, you know, upsetting the odds and winning a league title or winning a Champions League with a team who doesn't do that in real life, then Bayer Leverkusen is the team for you, because they actually made some really awesome transfers. They signed quite a few young players, but of course the big players at Bayer Leverkusen are Hernandez and Çalhanoğlu, but they have some really awesome young players like Berabi, who is 25, not really a very young player, but Kampel, 24, Julian Brandt, one of the biggest talent in Germany, one of the biggest challenges in Germany. He can play left wing, right wing. Bönisch is 28, but oh my goodness, Toprak looks like he just walked into a train tunnel and the train is coming. That face. And of course the new big money signing, Folland, who is only 23 years old. You can develop him. You have Wendell, the Brazilian left back, who is very talented. He's only 22 years old. You have Öztunali, who is another very talented young player, 19 years old. You have Dragovic, who is just 24. Baumgartlinger is another new signing. And Da Costa is another new signing. He's German, 22 years old. Of course, with Bayer Leverkusen, you will have the transfer budget to strengthen the team. Something like 20 or 30 million pounds. And it's a really challenging career mode to try and win the Bundesliga ahead of Bayern Munich and Dortmund. And also to try and go far in the Champions League with Bayer Leverkusen. And Jonathan Tah is another very talented young player, 19 years old. I think I will end the video here, because in the second part of the video we will take a look at Serie A, at France, at the Portuguese league, and also at the Netherlands, and pick the best teams and the best fun teams to use on FIFA 17 career mode. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button and let me know which career mode team will you start FIFA 17 with. Thanks for watching, guys.